Hi everybody. So finally got the scanning. Let's see. I was trying to see if the date was on here. 9/24/2021. Oh, it's right down at the bottom. Couldn't see it. Anyway, so yeah, there is definitely something not good going on. So this would be progression. If I can, I'll try to pull up the other one too. But this is the left lung. Around the left lung. That's a lymph node. There's definitely some lymph nodes in there, but yeah, it was definitely a time for a medication change. But yes, the thing I noticed, and you're probably noticing this, almost everything's on the left side. There is a little bit of something on the right. That's again, this is normal. This is your left and right kidneys. That's probably just a little bit of the ureter down to the bladder here, draining through the bladder. So most of this is just normal stuff. That could be just like a little diverticuli. But so anyway, this is kind of gives you an idea the extent of what's going on all at once. There's a little bit of inflammation or something there, but we're not too worried about that. So we'll go ahead and do the top-down view. You can kind of see what's going on. So let's see if I can see which side's the left and right side. I don't see the information listed just yet. Alright, so that's the head. All the normal stuff there. Nothing, well, a little spicy there, but there's could be a sinus thing going on. Alright, so we'll get down to the nitty gritty here. So there's one of the first lymph nodes. I believe this is going to end up being the left side. So it's reversed. We're looking at it, it looks like a right side, but it's the left side. Yeah, so lots of lymph node involvement. Okay, so here you can see the lungs. You want the lungs to be black and no color in there. You can see that there is a pleural effusion here already starting near the top. So that's not a good sign. That's a lymph node. Alright, so that's that really bright lymph node that showed up on that black and white image. So you can see how thick the pleural effusion is. And it's a little glowy in there, so that's a sign of metabolic activity. That's a really little hot spot there. The manubrium and the sternum, you can see there's some activity showing up there. That looks, is that a fracture? Oh no, that's just no, okay, just the top of the bone. I don't know. That looks weird. Any hoozle, so you can see there's more color popping up there. Lots around the edge of the lung, and that pleural effusion is probably the thickest I've ever seen it. There's a lot of activity in here, and then this is part of the heart here. So there's a lot of activity around the heart. But you can see near the bottom of the lung, it's just you could say it's on fire. Use whatever terms you want. That looks like another giant lymph node. I wonder if that's the hepatic one that they were talking about in the scans. But it's a lot of this stuff. Okay, let's go back up. Oh, that's down. So again, this lung, the right lung is nice and big and clear. There's not a lot of it. That's just the liver starting to show up. That's normal. All right, lymph nodes there. But mostly it'd say that there's that little bit of something right there. That looks like that might actually be in the bone on the right side. Interesting. But that's the sternum there, and it's a little hot. Okay, so as we come back down, yeah, that might be on the inside, maybe starting. I don't see a pleural effusion starting in here, so that's good, but obviously this is not good. So this is my left lung, and you can see that it's getting a little bit squished by all this fluid that's in there. So, yeah. Just also taking a look at the ribs and stuff in the spine to see if anything's, I got a little, it looks like an old lesion because it's not hot, but there is a hole there. But it's not like, it doesn't seem like it's in a really bad spot, so that's positive. Yeah, but I've been having a lot of back and rib pain, so this could definitely be the cause of that. It's not severe pain, but it is uncomfortable, causes a little cramping. That's probably that lymph node again there. There's a little bit of warmth, but it's not horrible. These are just the, you can call them the kidney tubes or the ureters. And so there's just, that's normal. Alright. So you can see it looks like a little bit of intestinal inflammation. More of the uterus. Now there is a little bit of a tumor there, but that's come and gone before. Oh, that's a little different there. Okay. Nothing serious, but it is something to keep an eye on. And then they did mention these guys in the iliacs, but I can't tell. It's got a little bit of a lytic activity in there, but that's really hot. So that means it's really active. And it wasn't bothering me at the time of the scan. And there's activity in there as well. Okay, so more intestinal stuff. Okay, you can see that's probably uter. Oh, there's a little bit of one there. I'm going down, I'm going up again. I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so those guys, just wanted to take one more quick look at that. So you can see there's a lot of activity. My intestines actually been doing better, so I'm kind of surprised that that's even there. Now that's a little hot there, but it's in the soft tissue, so it's not so terrible. Alright, so yeah, that's just probably some inflammation. I could keep going the wrong way. Just checking the legs. Nothing really serious, just a couple of little blobs. That's just normal. It always seems to happen at the end of the scan. Alright, so that's the bladder, that's normal. Bowel. Lots of bowel uptake, so I'm not sure why that's so hot this time. I wonder how much of that has actually influenced the scan. Maybe just for some reason I was absorbing more of the stuff than usual. But it doesn't matter. The stuff around the lung is not good, and the pleural effusion is just an indication there's issues. Alright, so, but the good thing is it looks like the bones are not horrible. They're not great, but they're not horrible, so that makes me feel a little better. But what's going on around the ribs here on the left side is definitely concerning. Yeah. So that's why we're doing a medication change. Actually, the sternum isn't that bad. It's when we get up higher, closer to the manubrium, which is the bigger part of the breastbone. It's the upper part. So you have, we'll see it in another picture, but yeah, that pleural effusion. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not good. They would only drain it. I asked my doctor at what point they would drain it, and they would drain it if it was causing me problems breathing, which it isn't really doing so much yet. And I don't know why this is also red there. It's kind of strange. This is my sinuses. You can see on my deviated septum, some jerk punching me in the face. Some guy I was dating. And then the brain. So they can't really use PET scan because the brain uses a lot of energy. Okay, so that was that one. Let me see. There's some more down here, the different angles, so you can kind of get a different view of what's going on. Alright, so this is a side view. So yeah, so this is obviously the left side because the left side's going to be hot. So this is slicing down like from head to toe. Kidney. And this is some of all that stuff. So you can actually see as we slice through the lung. Okay, I think this is the center because you can see the spine. So let's go back to the edge. Okay, so you can see a lot of this stuff is really on the, you can see the rib, so it's near the ribs. And as we go in, you can see the clearness of the lung. So there is fogginess in there, though. That's definitely not a positive thing. But the lung itself isn't so bad. You can see the pleural effusion there. And actually doesn't make it look so bad when you actually look at the whole airfield. But there is some stuff going on in there. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, see, as we get further back, you can see how it's getting thicker. Okay. Oh, and see, you can see a little bit of where that one tumor next to the spine is there. There's a little warm spots next to the spine and along the spine. But nothing super duper hot and scary. There's a spot there. We're seeing that one. I think that's the L4. No, wait. I thought he said L4. Might be L4. Because this is the sacrum down here. Alright. So, I mean, nothing, the spine is, fairly stable. There's a little bit of activity around and near the spine, and actually in the spinal cord itself, which I've seen does happen from time to time. So, we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully it doesn't indicate something else disturbing. But I did have an MRI of the brain, and nothing came up on that like a month ago, so that's good. So here I was talking about the manubrium and the sternum. So it's mostly the manubrium, the upper part, that has the issues. And that's where I get most of my, if I jump down too hard, I can feel pain there. So that's probably because that's inflamed or it's having problems with the cancer. But a lot of this is just, and then we go through the left side, and there's one little rib on the left side. It looks like it might have something going on in it. So, and there's a little warm spot there on the right side. But you see how nice and clear that is? That's what you want both sides to look like. And it doesn't. That's not what's going on, is it? So that's not good, but at least one side is still good. Alright. And then, I think this is the top-down view. So, we take slices from the top down. It's not, oh, there we go. Alright, so there's the face. And then, okay, so now we'll see the sternum and the ribs they're all connecting there. There's the manubrium up there. So this is the right side, that would be the liver. And I believe the heart's over here. Yeah, there's the heart, you can see it forming there. But you can see a lot of this stuff is right around the heart too. And the lung is just getting all kinds of squished. Alright. There's that big old lymph node. Oh, for crying out loud. Spam. Alright. So, there's the kidneys, that's normal. Nothing to worry about, that's the spleen, I believe. But you can see now as we get towards the back, it just gets ugly. Ugly. It's really ugly. It's like all the crap is in the back. As we go back to the front, so go to the front. The front, we got, there's some stuff on the front, right, as we go through. But as you get towards the back, that's where all the fluid. So I was laying on my back for the scan, and then you can see the more stuff, the redness, the fogginess cropping in there, and it's just ugly there. That's just ugly. You don't like that, right? Okay, so there's an idea. So again, this, and this is normal. The heart is in here, but yeah, there's the heart, and the intestines. I said they're somewhat inflamed, I guess. But I'm not too worried about that because I know I've had intestinal issues. So yeah, we're doing a medication change. Nothing's. I mean, the lung is not great. Yes, the lung is not great. But let's go back and just look at that one more time. So again, here's the lung, the top of the left lung. That's what we're looking at. And overall, I mean, the lung itself is, it's being compressed by, and there's these hot spots around the lung. Okay. Let's see, so we're getting a little bit of stuff coming in here. That could be lymph node. I'm not really 100%. So that's a nodule in the lung. So that's not good. And there's more stuff near the bottom. The bottom of the lung is just getting hammered. All right. So that, we don't like that. And I've had stuff at the bottom of my lungs the left lung off and on for quite a long time. If you go back and look at some of my other YouTube videos about my previous scans, you'll see that it's there. It seems like it's always there, but it's obviously more there now. And then this thing, is that another lymph node, or is that in a bone? I don't know for sure. But I'm glad to see at least most of my bones are doing pretty good. That makes me happy. The spine is fairly stable. There's a little bit of hot spots, but that could be because maybe I was massaging it and it was bothering me because, like I said, all that hot stuff here. That's down by the L4. Well, I've been having some discomfort, but it's been on the left side. So I mean, all this here by the T12 area, it's I'll massage myself with my knuckles and I'll lean against the back of my chair to kind of unspasm the muscles. So that could be, um, the reason why, because all this is kind of putting pressure on the nerves. But anyway, so that's that. That's that. Yeah, it's not pretty. But this image, you can't really see what's really in the lung and what's not in the lung, so that's why I do the black and white images too. But you can see the right side is pretty darn clear. The liver is pretty darn clear. They do have a couple lymph nodes there, and this is just a lot of it, the intestinal stuff that's going on. But that's why we're doing medication change. So Tukysa, Zeloda, and then we're still doing the Herceptin since I'm still HER2 positive, we believe. So hopefully in another 3 months when we do the next scan, it'll look better. But we won't know till then. But